Welcome back to Coin Collector Hub, the place where pocket change turns into treasure. Today, we're diving into the shiny world of the 2011 P. Roosevelt dime, a small coin that might be sitting in your pocket right now, and it could be worth way more than 10 cents. Yes, you heard that right, up to $213 in the collector's market. Let's break down the history, minting details, value, and what makes this dime so special. First things first, let's talk history. The dime has a long and fascinating journey in U.S. coinage. The Roosevelt dime was first minted in 1946, replacing the Mercury dime. It was introduced to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who passed away the year before. Roosevelt was a pivotal figure in American history, and he played a major role in founding the March of Dimes, an organization dedicated to fighting polio. What better way to honor him than placing his image on a dime? Now, fast forward to 2011, the year our star coin was minted. This was a relatively quiet year in coin design, with no major overhauls, but it was significant for one reason: low visibility and underestimation. People overlooked the 2011 P dime, treating it like ordinary change, but in reality, some of these coins were hiding in plain sight with unique characteristics and pristine mint states. The P in 2011 P stands for Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most important mints in the U.S. The Philadelphia Mint struck approximately 748 million Roosevelt dimes that year. That may sound like a lot, but here's the twist: only a small percentage were preserved in uncirculated, flawless condition, and here's where things get juicy. Collectors have started noticing that certain 2011 P dimes with perfect surfaces, full torch lines, commonly known as FB, full bands, on the reverse, and no signs of wear are fetching a serious premium in the market. These dimes in mint state 68 or higher have been graded and sold for hundreds of dollars, especially if they were early strikes or have unusual die characteristics. Want to know if the dime in your pocket is worth $213 or more? Here's what to look for: check the torch on the reverse side of the coin. If the horizontal bands at the top and bottom are fully separated and defined, it may qualify as FB, a sign of strong striking and high mint quality. A coin must be in mint state condition. That means no scratches, no circulation marks, just pure shine. Look for coins that appear freshly minted. Always look for errors, double dies, off-center strikes, and die clashes. These types of minting mistakes make a coin far more valuable. If your 2011 P dime appears pristine, it's worth submitting it to PCGS or NGC for grading. A certified MS-68 with FB designation can fetch a collector's price of up to $213 or more. Some have even hit auction highs beyond $250 when two collectors battle it out. So, let's talk money. The face value of this coin is just 10 cents, but in circulation, even worn 2011 P dimes can still hold intrinsic collector interest, especially if they have unique toning or error marks. But the real value kicks in for coins in MS-66 to MS-68 FB condition. As of 2025, the current market value for the finest known examples has climbed to a whopping $213. That's 2,130 times its face value, 10 cent to 25 cent, $5 to $15, $45, $90, $180, $213 plus. Now that's the kind of pocket change we all hope to find. Thinking of hunting for the 2011 P dime or already have one? Here are some quick collector tips. Use a magnifier or jeweler's loupe, check those bands and look closely for any mint errors. Store it properly, avoid touching with bare fingers, use cotton gloves and coin flips. Compare with online sales, check recent auction results on heritage auctions or eBay. Get it graded. If you think your coin is minty fresh, send it in to PCGS or NGC. Graded coins always fetch higher prices, and remember, even common-looking coins can be hidden gems. So the next time you get change back at the store or check your piggy bank, don't skip over that little 2011 P dime. It could be your $213 lucky find. If you enjoyed this deep dive into dime history and hidden value, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe for more awesome coin videos, and hit the bell so you never miss an episode from Coin Collector Hub. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a valuable dime or want us to cover another specific year. And until next time, keep collecting, keep hunting, and keep discovering treasures in your change. Today, we're diving into a coin that's small in size, but massive in story and potential value, the 2016 D1 dime from the United States Mint. Don't be fooled by its tiny frame, this coin could be worth up to $213 in the current market. Let's break down the fascinating story behind it, from its rich history, design, and mintage, to its potential value in your pocket change. Make sure to like, subscribe, and tap that bell so you don't miss any coin worth big money. Before we zoom in on 2016, let's take a moment to rewind, way back to the roots of the US dime. The dime, or 10-cent piece, has been a vital part of American currency since 1796, when it was first struck under the Coinage Act of 1792. Initially made of silver, the dime has evolved dramatically, from the draped bust to the capped bust, seated liberty, and eventually the Roosevelt dime we know today. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, as a tribute to President Franklin D. Roosevelt, shortly after his death in 1945. Why Roosevelt? Because he played a pivotal role in the founding of the March of Dimes, an organization focused on polio research, a disease he himself suffered from. The obverse, or front, of the dime showcases a left-facing profile of President Roosevelt, designed by sculptor John R. Sinek. His initials, JS, are subtly tucked below Roosevelt's neck. Around the portrait, you'll find the inscriptions, Liberty, In God We Trust, the year, 2016, and the mint mark D, indicating it was struck in Denver. Flip it over, and the reverse tells a story of unity, strength, and peace. A torch represents liberty, an olive branch symbolizes peace, and an oak branch stands for strength and independence, all beautifully framed by the words, United States of America, E pluribus unum, and one dime. In 2016, the Denver Mint was working full speed ahead, producing an astonishing 1,251,500,000 dimes, that's over 1.2 billion coins just from Denver alone. That means the 2016 D dime is fairly common in circulation. You've probably used one without giving it a second thought, but here's where it gets exciting. While most are still worth their face value, a few rare variations and pristine examples have been fetching major interest among collectors. Why? Because not all dimes are created equal. Let's talk about errors. Yes, minting mistakes can turn an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. Some known errors for 2016 D dimes include off-center strikes, die cracks, double die obverse, and even coin struck on the wrong planchet. These types of errors can turn your 10-cent coin into one worth $50, $100, or even more, depending on the rarity and demand. Now, condition matters a lot. A circulated 2016 D dime might fetch just a little over face value unless it's an error coin. But in uncirculated condition, especially in MS-67 or higher, this coin can command serious premiums. Graded coins, those authenticated by services like PCGS or NGC, have been seen at auctions going for $150 to $213 or more. The key here is luster, strike quality, and absence of wear. If you've got one that's mint fresh, it's time to get it appraised. So what's the market value today? As of 2025, the 2016 D1 dime in top-grade uncirculated condition has been selling for up to $213, especially if it's slabbed and certified by a top grading service. Even some lower-grade but visually appealing dimes with minor errors are going for $10 to $50. That's a big leap from its face value. Want to find one of these treasures? Here's how: search through your change. You'd be surprised what's sitting in your pockets or piggy bank. Buy rolls of dimes from the bank and hunt through them. Use a jeweler's loupe or magnifying glass to check for errors and conditions. That if you suspect you have something special, send it in to PCGS or NGC for grading. So there you have it, the 2016 D Roosevelt dime. A coin that most people overlook, yet one that could be hiding hundreds of dollars in value. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned collector, this tiny dime proves that big money can sometimes come in the smallest packages. That if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin videos, and drop a comment if you've ever found a valuable dime in your change. Thanks for watching Coin Collector Hub, where every coin tells a story, and every story could be worth a fortune.